That's one of the greatest gifts we can have, man. You know how many men have gone against their instinct? Discernment is instinct. If you watch a documentary, watch the big cats hunting in Africa. The animals are jittery. They're cool when there's nothing around, but then they're jittery. Even when they go to the water to take a drink, they know the crocs are in there, so they're kind of jittery. You know what I'm saying? They're ready. As soon as instinct kicks in, they run. That's why lions fail so much when they hunt, because the animals function on instinct. When you function on instinct, instinct will save your life. Instinct will never cost you your life. It will always save your life. If you follow your discernment, if you follow your wisdom, understanding, knowledge, if you follow your logic, it will never destroy you. It will always save you from destruction. And we know this. You got to appreciate any financial blessing you get. Man, if God blessed you with a financial blessing, brother, man, you can't let nobody, man, downplay that for you. Don't let anybody shame you for any financial blessing God is giving you, man. If you've been blessed financially, and people can say, well, it ain't no blessing because of my hard work. A bunch of people work hard. A bunch of people work hard. Everybody don't get the payoff. Everybody who work hard don't get the payoff. That's why this whole thing, well, God don't bless nobody, it's about work. Nah, brother. If that's the case, then everybody who work hard will get the payoff. It's a blessing to get the payoff from the hard work. Because there are people who've been working harder, well, not necessarily harder, but there are people who've been working as hard as you and have been working longer than you and still haven't gotten to the point you've gotten to. And that's in every facet of life. In every facet of life. We have to keep in mind that you only worry about what people say about your blessing when you don't understand their blessings. For you to care about what somebody says about a blessing you have, that means you think you don't deserve it. And you're listening to them give you the reason why you don't deserve it. Man, you can't talk bad about nothing I deserve. If I got it, I deserve it. You can't talk bad about it. It just happens, man. I see somebody say, when God bless me, I'm supposed to bless others. Man, let me tell you something, brothers, in this real talk. God blesses you because you already bless others. Contrary to what they say, God rewards us for our good deeds. Even if you go out there and say, I'm going to do good, so I'm going to bless people so God will bless me, he's still going to bless you. He ain't going to be like, oh, you just doing it so I can bless you. That's not how he functions. He don't function like a human. If you do it and earn the blessing, he's going to give it to you. Even if you go out there and do it with the intent of earning the blessing, that's even better. Going out with intent to earn blessing from God is even better than just looking up on it or just living your life. Well, what's better? For a man to say, I'm finna intentionally go out here and do the will of God, man. I'm finna go out here intentionally do God's good work in the world. I'm finna intentionally go out here and spread positivity and peace and joy and all of this in the world. Intentionally. Don't you think God rewards that? Of course. But they want you to believe that you shouldn't do it for that. Yes, you should. You go to work to make money. You work out to get fit. Everything you do it with a result in mind. Why you can't do that with God when you know his result is guaranteed? It don't make sense to me, man. Guys have talked down on everything, man. Health. Man, if God has blessed you with health, man, you ain't got to be in perfect condition. You want to get there. You want to work toward that. But, man, if God has blessed you with health, man, you can wake up every day, man, and do the things you need to do, man, and get your grind on, man, get to your money, man, have peace of mind, man, do all of these things you need to do, man, build your business, go to work, do the work you need to do, man. Whatever you're doing in your life, if you can do that, man, it's a blessing. Because I'm going to tell you like this. There's a bunch of people that didn't even wake up this morning, man, to live another day. There's a bunch of people who woke up this morning, left home, got folded up in their car, man. It's a bunch of people who left home, got to work, lost their job, man. It's a bunch of people, man, who went to a doctor's appointment this morning, man. Doctor told them, man, they have some terminal illness, man. They in bad shape, bro. Everything is a blessing, man. Everything is a blessing. And we cannot act like we don't understand that. Peace of mind. Peace of mind is priceless. Man, listen, bro. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg could offer me every dollar they're worth, all of their assets, and say, we'll give you all of this, but you will never have peace of mind a day in your life. I tell them, y'all keep it. Y'all keep it. Because at a certain point, the money is just excess money. It don't mean it's just bragging rights. Hey, I'm the richest man in the world. That's just bragging rights. At a certain point, the money don't matter anymore. It's too much for you to spend, too much for you to invest, too much for you to do anything. You know what I'm saying? And none of that is worth my peace of mind, brothers. None of it is. You just can't afford to give up your peace of mind, because when you give your peace of mind, you're going to die. You're going to die soon anyway. Your life is going to be full of stress. And stress kills, brothers. It kills. Another thing that God wants us to do is keep things in the proper order. 50-50 relationship goes against the proper order. Letting a woman lead goes against the proper order. Submitting to a woman goes against the proper order. Keeping a woman after she sleeps with another man goes against the proper order. Charging money with interest goes against the proper order. Or loaning money with interest goes against the proper order. We have to keep in mind, man, that the proper order, things not being in the proper order is absolutely what's wrong with this particular society, man. Things not being in the proper order is absolutely what's wrong with this particular society. Things have to be in the proper order. In every other facet of society, you look at it. There's employee, employer. There's coach, there's player. There's owner, coach, player. So general manager in there if you want to. There's regional manager, branch manager. Everything has its proper order. Everything has its proper order. There's the Don, there's the capo. Everything has its proper order. We have to make sure that in our lives we keep the proper order. See, we can look at the world at large and say, okay, this is the proper order there, that's the proper order there. But what about your life? Are you keeping up the proper order in your life? So when I say these things like submissive and shut up and obedience and all of these things, man, then people look at it and it sounds crazy, but that's the proper order. Another thing, man, that God expects from us: avoid those who lack understanding and shun wisdom. There are people out here, man, that are just wild. They want to live in the wild, wild west. They want to do whatever they want to do. They don't think there's any consequences or repercussions. They don't believe that there's any higher power. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in nothing. Those people lack understanding, man. And they shun wisdom. Now, the book of Proverbs tells us that wisdom is to be chosen over the choicest rubies, meaning that no nothing you can get has more value than wisdom, understanding, knowledge. You just have to avoid those who just shun wisdom. Those who continue to live a life of stupidity and foolishness. You have to avoid them, man. They mean you no good. They mean themselves no good. How can someone mean you some good when they don't mean themselves any good? We have to keep these things in mind, brothers, because no one is going to allow you to freely focus on doing the things you need to do in your life. There's going to be some obstacles. There's going to be some trying times. There's going to be some unfavorable conditions. There's going to be some extenuating circumstances. But what you do in those times is continue to remember God has an expectation of us. And what's that expectation? To live our lives in the absolute most godly manner possible and to be the best version of ourselves. Never compromising that for anyone.